This podcast is sponsored by Dr. Bennett's Life Mastery Communication and Relationships online course. Discover the secrets to effective communication and build lasting connections. Register today at verversity.com/course/lifemastery1.
Overcoming common group facilitation challenges with better communication skills. Discover practical tips to handle group dynamics, conflicts, and engagement through effective communication strategies and interpersonal skills. The unexpected challenges of group facilitation. I've been thinking a lot lately about what makes group facilitation such a tricky gig. At first glance, it seems like a straightforward role. You gather people, set an agenda, and get through the meeting or workshop, right? But honestly, the deeper you get into it, the more you realize it's part art, part science, and part juggling act. Let me share some of the most common challenges I've seen and faced in group facilitation, and I promise I'll keep it casual like we're just chatting over coffee, because honestly, that's how it feels most days. 1. Managing group dynamics. One of the sneakiest challenges is the variety of personalities in one room. You've got the talkative ones who love the spotlight, the quiet observers who barely say a word, the people who always seem to challenge everything, and then the ones who are completely checked out. Balancing these dynamics is crucial. You want to ensure everyone has a chance to participate, but also not let the session get dominated by a handful of voices. Great facilitators lean heavily on interpersonal skills here. It's about reading the room, gentle nudging, and sometimes even calling out behaviors, but always in a respectful way that encourages trust and openness. 2. Keeping the group focused. Have you ever been in a meeting that just goes off on wild tangents? Yeah, as a facilitator, you're the one responsible for keeping things on track without seeming like the fun police. It's a delicate balance. Sometimes a tangent might actually spark great ideas, but often it derails progress. Effective communication strategies come in handy. Reiterating goals, summarizing occasionally, and politely steering conversations back on point without killing all the enthusiasm. 3. Encouraging participation without pressure. This one is a bummer because you want everyone engaged, but some people just don't open up easily. Whether it's shyness, lack of confidence, or cultural reasons, some participants may clam up completely. You can't force someone to talk, but you can create a safe environment that encourages sharing. Sometimes mixing up the communication methods helps, like integrating small group discussions, written feedback, or even anonymous idea sharing. It's about making room for various communication styles and respecting them. 4. Handling conflict. Conflict is almost inevitable when a group of people come together, especially if they have strong opinions or competing interests. As the facilitator, you need a calm presence and solid conflict resolution strategies. It's not about playing referee, but helping the group understand each other's perspectives better. Using effective communication to validate feelings and find common ground is key. 5. Time management. Another challenge people often underestimate is the clock. You might have a packed agenda, but conversations take on a life of their own. Knowing when to push forward and when to linger is a skill itself. If you rush through topics, people feel unheard. If you linger too long, participants lose momentum or get bored. Learning to manage time while keeping the group energized is a balancing act that comes with experience. 6. Technical difficulties and logistics. The practical side, nothing breaks the flow like someone struggling with the technology or the room being too hot or cold. These issues are easy to overlook in theory but can throw off the entire vibe. Good facilitators always have a backup plan for tech hiccups and make sure to scout the venue beforehand. Being adaptable in these moments helps maintain participant trust and keeps things moving. Final thoughts. At the core, group facilitation is about creating a space where folks feel safe, heard, and motivated to contribute. That demands strong communication skills, emotional intelligence, and sometimes a little bit of patience and humor. It's not always easy, but the payoff is incredible when a group really clicks and achieves something meaningful together. If you're interested in sharpening these skills, whether for personal growth or professional development, I highly recommend checking out the Life Mastery Communication and Relationships course. It dives into essential communication strategies and relationship building that will take your facilitation and everyday interactions to the next level. Take the step today and enroll now to boost your interpersonal skills and become a more confident, effective communicator. All right, thanks for hanging out and letting me share some thoughts on this. I hope it gives you a bit of insight the next time you either facilitate a group or just find yourself in one.